Welcome back to HealingYourself.Life. I'm Dunagun and Kaiser.
And I'm Melody Kaiser.
And we have had many requests of people asking us about fresh vegetable juicing. We've been bragging about its health benefits, and we just wanted to share with you how it affected our lives. So we're going to give a demonstration.
Yep.
We were fortunate enough, after sharing with some family members, specifically our son and daughter-in-law, about our health struggles, recovering from Lyme and Candida and all of the difficulties that we were having with digestion. And then a package appeared in the mail a few days later, and they had actually gone out and purchased for us one of these very high quality.
It was on Amazon, I think. Not to advertise for them, but
low speed masticating style juicers that really does a really healthy job of converting and concentrating fresh organic vegetables into juice. And it also has other attachments. You can make your own, like ice cream out of frozen berries and things like that, which we've also tried, and actually it's really worked.
It was
really
very
great.
good. Yeah,
we'll do that another time on the video.
Yeah.
But for this time, we're going to give
all
you
veggies. Well, actually, we did apples too. So
an introduction of how we do organic vegetable juicing to get the health benefits of it with our vegetable juicer. So get ready. Here we go.
Okay. We'll see you soon.
Welcome to HealingYourself.Life. I'm your host, Dunagun Kaiser.
And I'm Melody Kaiser.
And we're here to show you how do we do juicing with organic veggies. Some of our guests have asked us to demonstrate this, so we're going to do this today. And today our juice is going to be made with organic cucumber, organic carrots, organic lemon and lime, organic ginger, everything organic, guys.
Yes, it's very important to use organic
fennel,
because the pesticides will get concentrated in the juice, and you don't want that.
Organic beets. These greens aren't quite as fresh looking as I would want them to be if we were going to use the greens. Otherwise, you can if they look perfectly beautiful. We're just going to use the main body of the beets, and we're going to use romaine lettuce, organic. And I'm going to prep these veggies, and we'll be right back in a few minutes, and we'll get started with the juicing.
I just want to say one thing. We have one family member who says beets are fine, but that sometimes it can do something with your throat temporarily. But we've never had a problem with beets. We like them, and it's supposed to be very good for your liver. So that's why we use them.
And building the blood.
Yes, so very important. But again, use your own discretion and your own like of whatever veggies you like.
And there's lots of juicing recipes available online. You can look those up. But this is the one we're going to do today. We'll be right back once we get these veggies prepped.
All right. See you soon.
As part of prepping the veggies, we always wash them off with either this Rebel Green Fruit and Veggie Clean Spray or very dilute Shaklee Basic H diluted with water. You can even refill these bottles with a very diluted version of the Shaklee Basic H. Just gets off any grit or grime. All these are organic, so they shouldn't have any pesticides on them, but you want to make sure that they're squeaky clean and rinsed well before you make juice out of them, because whatever you put in the juice is going to get very concentrated. Okay, we've got the veggies prepped, and I can describe briefly to you how we prep the veggies, and then we're going to put together the juicer and start juicing. So briefly, carrots, if you have whole carrots, you can decide if you want to scrub them or peel them. These already came peeled. I just rinsed them off real well. The romaine lettuce, just broke it down into individual leaves so we could feed into the juicer, and made sure that there was no brown spots or damaged or torn parts on any of those. Lemons and limes, rinse them off with the veggie spray and clear water, and then cut the peels off. Now some people say you can leave the peels on, others say you shouldn't, so I try to keep some of the white zest in there for some of the health benefits of that. Cucumber, just after rinsing them, just quartered them so they could fit down the juicer. The beets, went ahead and cut off the greens since they didn't look that wonderful, but go ahead and I peeled the outsides of the beets after rinsing and scrubbing them, and cut them down so they'll fit in. Same with the fennel. The fennel root, got that down into small enough pieces that'll fit in the juicer. The ginger, you only need a tiny little bit of ginger, because if you put more than that, it's going to be really spicy, but some people like that. So I think we're just about ready to get started. I'll put the juicer together. So this happens to be an Omega masticating juicer There are centrifugal high-speed juicers you've probably seen. These are slow-speed masticating. Remember, masticating is like chewing your food. And the benefit of a slow-speed masticating juicer is that it's supposed to preserve more of the nutrients and actually get you out more of the juice and not damage as much of the natural parts of the veggies as a high-speed process. So this is the catch basin that's going to catch the juice. This is the other catch basin that's going to catch the fibrous remains. This is the main chamber that we're going to lock into place. This is the main extruder screw that's going to be doing the pushing. That's the real thing that provides the force. This is the strainer that's going to have the juice fall out the bottom through those little mesh holes there. And the fine is a super fine mesh stainless steel mesh that's only going to let the juice through, and the fibrous parts are going to come out the end. Put that over the extruder and put the end cap on to keep it all together. There's a hopper that goes on top of the chute here that we're going to be feeding into, and there's a plunger to do the feeding. And now the juicer is assembled and ready to go. As you see, it takes about 2 minutes to put it together. It takes about 2 minutes to take it apart when we're done, and about 5 minutes to completely rinse off and clean all the parts. So
I'm going to tell you a little bit about some of the health benefits of the different things that we're using. For the cucumber, it has vitamin K and copper and calcium. It also tastes good in your juice. The other benefit on the beets, which I think is very interesting, it lowers your blood pressure. It helps fight and prevent inflammation. Increases stamina, like for a workout. They found in a study it raised like 16% people who did beet juice before their workout were able to do a better workout. It also improves your detoxification because it has it contains betalain. I think that's how you say it. I'm not sure. But it makes it easier for your body to unload the toxins and the waste that builds up. It fights cancer. It actually boosts your libido because it has quite a bit of the mineral boron. And so I guess that's very critical for your sex hormones. And it's also rich in antioxidants. The other one, lemons and limes, they both have a lot of the same benefits. And they're, of course, obviously vitamin C, B6, potassium, folate, and flavonoids, and a phytochemical limonene, which is an anti-cancer. And then ginger, and that is anti-nausea, anti-inflammatory, anti-cancer, raises your immunity, which is great, especially for those of us who are fighting Lyme and Candida. We need an immune boost. And it improves your digestion and circulation. And many of us might be dealing with digestive issues as well, so it's great for that. And then carrots, I didn't get to, and that it protects your eye health. It's rich in beta carotene and decreases your risk of heart disease and stroke. And then fennel, I think was the other one.
Yep, got
fennel
the fennel here.
Contains a lot of vitamin C and also reduces inflammation.
And also we found that fennel adds good flavor, and it also is restful as far as gas and that sort of thing to the digestive system.
Yeah, it's very good for the digestive system.
I just remembered apples. I forgot to get apples.
Oh, yes, we like to add apples because it adds a little bit of flavor, and it also adds a little bit of sweetness. You could add, if you like watermelon, that's also
This is organic Honeycrisp. Other people really like a tart like Granny Smith.
Yes, we've been told Granny Smith is great. We haven't used Granny Smith yet. But there's, like I said, there's so many different juices, and you can look up all the benefits online. There's plenty of places. Dr. X, AXE is his name, and he also has lots of ideas on the benefits of the different veggies. And again, you'll want to play with it because you'll want the different styles of taste, and some you'll like better than others. We tend to drink it not always for the taste, but just for the health benefits. But again, if you find a recipe that you like, and there's plenty of those online, go for it, because most juice will be quite healthy for you.
And here's
and I forgot to say, do stay away from kale or raw kale. Cooked kale is fine. Cooked broccoli is fine. But for those of us who have some thyroid issues, raw kale and raw broccoli can actually mess up part of your thyroid. I'm not sure exactly how that works. You'd want to look on that online too. But
there's also some concerns about raw spinach, so you want to check into that before you
yes.
get carried away with that as well.
Yeah, very good. Let's get started.
All right, we are back and we're ready to start using the juicer. Again, we're using this Omega low-speed macerating juicer, or masticating juicer, excuse me. And it doesn't matter from my experience what order you do things in, although it is a little bit nice to save either some hard things like either carrots or apples to the end, because then it kind of pushes through any of the softer stuff. If you wait and do like the lettuce at the end, it kind of just turns to a mush and it won't progress through. But some hard things will kind of help to push that stuff through. So just make sure you save a little bit of hard stuff to the end. Now this is going to make a loud sound, so we probably won't be able to talk while it's going on, but you'll get the idea. We're just going to feed in one veggie at a time through this plunger here, and you're going to see the fibrous stuff coming out the end of the juicer, and you're going to see the juice coming out into the first receptacle there. So let's get started. We'll turn on this. This has it forward, backward. If you look on the switch, you want to see that the movement of the main extruder screw is moving away from the body of the juicer and out to the end. That's pushing things out. So for example, starting with cucumber, you can see that the juicer is actually taking, see if we can move in a little bit here closer, so you can see it's actually taking bites, one bite at a time. That's why they call it masticating, because it's actually like chewing one piece at a time. And you can see the fiber stuff coming out the end here, and the juice is trickling out at the bottom.
It looks really good. Lovely green juice. I'm doing the there we go. Thank
romaine
you.
lettuce
romaine
here.
lettuce next.
And we'll I'll back up so you can see the whole action here. We're using the plunger to feed in romaine lettuce. And if you get stuck again with the soft stuff, you can change it up and put something more firm behind it,
carrots.
like some carrots. Yep, I'll give you a few carrots in your hopper here. You can't put too many at a time, because they will get jammed if you put too many at a time. So, okay, you're working at feeding in some romaine lettuce there.
Yes.
Apples or romaine.
One of the health benefits of romaine lettuce, which I failed to talk about, is that it has B1 or thiamine, and it helps your body to for your healthy skin, healthy hair, and also eyes and liver. Vitamin A obviously is also for your eyes, and potassium, which helps regulate the acid balance, which is very important for your body as well, and phosphorus, which helps build healthy bones and healthy teeth.
We tend to make pretty big batches of juice, and sometimes you gotta keep an eye on the juice receptacle, because if it starts to get too full, you'll have to stop and empty it out into some other container before you continue. So we're just gonna keep juicing, and I think you've had a chance to see all the different types of things go down the chute here.
Yeah.
That one might need to cut that one down a little bit more. It's a little bit big. Just notice that our juice receptacle is getting pretty full here. You see down here, this thing's getting pretty darn full. And then you don't want it to overflow, that'd be terrible. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna stop momentarily, and we're gonna pour off the juice that we've collected so far into a receptacle. And that way we can continue juicing. It also looks like our fiber receptacle is getting pretty full also. So we're gonna go ahead and turn that off for the moment, and we'll reset. Okay, so we're gonna take the juice that we've made so far, which is several cups, and we're gonna pour that into a temporary receptacle to liberate the catch tray there. And I'm going to also set aside these fibrous remains. Now, we would like to learn more about, some people have talked about how you can ferment these and use that for fermented food. Some people have talked about you could use these for compost or mulch. So there's a variety of things you could do with these. I would imagine you could hide these in the meatloaf too if you wanted to. But I'll set those aside and we'll get back to juicing in just a minute. Well, we finished using up all of our veggies, and now we're ready to decant the juice, the second batch of juice. We already drank some with our supper just now.
We did.
And so here's the second batch. This one has the ginger in it. I noticed it wasn't.
It was missing, yes.
I wonder why that wasn't spicy when we had it at supper.
Well, now it'll be spicy.
You can keep going as much as you want, but they do recommend you consume it right. The fresher, the better.
Yeah.
We usually consume it right away. If there's too much, we'll put it in glasses, covered tightly with a wrap, put it in the fridge, and use it the next day. But we try to use it just right away. So I'm going to go ahead and decant about well, we just already had some, so I'll do a little bit less than 8 ounces here.
Yeah. Yeah, because we did.
For each
Thank
of us.
you. Wonderful. Oh, it looks delicious.
And recognizing, guys, that you've just taken like 5 pounds of organic produce, and you've gotten so much of the nutrients and all the goodness, micronutrients out of that, and concentrated down. So this is really nourishing.
Yeah.
And one of the things about, for example, dealing with Lyme disease is that the microbes tend to scavenge. They're very lightweight, and they don't bring a lot with them. They pack lightly, and they scavenge all their nutrition from your body. So the more that you can put very high nutrient dense, restorative things with all the phytochemicals and the antioxidants and everything into your system, the better off you're going to be. So, bottoms up.
Cheers.
And cheers. Fresh is best. So, thank you for joining us on HealingYourself.Life for this juicing tutorial. And we'll be back to talk another time about some of the remedies and resources that have helped from healing from Lyme and Candida. So make sure you watch for that as well.
Yeah. We'll see you next time.
Take care.